What's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. Today we're going to be talking about some Doom raids, specifically 3.4, and we'll take a look at the team I'm using for my the skill nodes. And this isn't a complete run, but we do get nodes 1 and 2 done without too much trouble. Did have to use some heals, but we had lots of heals on our refreshes. But you guys will also see that I do get my butt smoked on the boss node. That one you'll definitely need an assist with, but I think right now, because we haven't really geared our team since Doom 2.3, I think these guys do a pretty fairly good job, and it's pretty much the same team I've been running. Kestrel, tier 16, level 85. Definitely have to level her up now because I've definitely seen some issues with her in these other nodes. Shang-Chi, same thing, 85, tier 16. Captain Sam, same thing, 85, tier 16. Gotta start bumping these guys up to 80, 89, or 85 and above, I guess. Sharon Carter, level 85, tier 16 as well. I think you guys are seeing a pattern here. And then, of course, Maria Hill, tier 16, level 85. And all the characters that I'm using are pretty much in the same exact shape that they were doing Doom 2.3. So I just wanted to see if it was even possible to run 3.4 with the current team without leveling them, and it turns out they do pretty smooth. RNG always seems to be a factor, and sometimes I can actually do the nodes without any deaths, but unfortunately for the recording here, you guys will see here we do get a couple deaths on node 2, but that's all right. We still get it done. All right, so let's jump into some footage. All right, so we just launched the Doom 3, and as you guys can see, difficulty 4. I'd like to put Kestrel beside Sam, since I feel like she's the best, bulkiest person to be next to him in case he taunts and he has the splash damage. But keep in mind as well, these guys definitely have less health than Doom 2.3, but they hit a lot harder. So that's kind of the synopsis right now. And the nice thing about this one is, depending on if Kestrel is charged at the end, there is a good shot that you guys can chain off of the Gregs and get the cooldowns back up. So it seems like it's random luck for me sometimes, but usually what I like to do is start off with special, do Sam's ultimate, get some turn meter back, and as you guys can see here, just after those 3 hits, I mean, we pretty much clear like half the guys that were on the board. So down to 4, and of course now you want to kind of just lengthen and stall. We shoot some defense down on Heimdall there to reduce some of his turn meter. Sif is she hits quite hard as well, so I kind of go for her, and then of course we get the double tap there thanks to the striker. Kestrel does her thing. She's gonna chain off of Black Widow, and look at that, like just Kestrel's basic almost takes a good chunk of Black Widow's health. So I mean, these guys don't have a lot of health. It's just they hit like a rock. Like, it's crazy how hard they hit. I like to save the defense up here because in the off chance that Hela is spawning Greg, and Greg makes it so that these guys are faster than you. Sometimes their double ult with the Helas can actually be pretty crippling, so just be careful of that. So right here, what I do is I do stun one of the Helas just to kind of stall turns. You can save your stun for the next node, but I've found that stunning one is just better because if they both ult, and if some of your characters are low on health, like, it's taking out Captain Sam pretty easy. So node 1 isn't usually the one I have issues with. It's the second node that's a little bit of a doozy because it just depends on a bit of RNG at the start and who they target. But man, these guys hit like a rock. So as you guys see here, we're just trying to stall, get some troopers in there. This probably wasn't the best idea. I probably should have just basicked, because now, as you guys can see here, they've got the defense down, and of course, unfortunately, Kestrel just procs like crazy. So she procs like crazy, and then it actually ends up killing Hela so fast that we don't get time to build some of our abilities back up, which is kind of a pain in the butt for us, but it is what it is. So that's node 1 in a nutshell. Like I said already earlier, most of these guys are 85. Never really worked on them since the last Doom raid. Just kind of kept them the same to see how they were doing, and they did fine in 3.3 and 3.2, so we just kind of kept on going with it. Node 2 is I do recall this one. I forget who dies, but I do get a couple people drop it on me, which sucks, but that's usually the luck with this one. It depends on your health as well. You definitely don't want to go into this one with low health, because if you do, Morbius can actually do his thing, and he'll be able to kill off couple people if your health is less than half, so just be careful of that. So right here, you can do the ultimate to get some turn meter. Special works too, but I found that the turn meter just helps because it's gonna stall Silver Samurai, because Silver Samurai can like one-shot some of these guys. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous how much freaking damage he does. It's just crazy. So that's why we're ability blocking him, and we're trying to reduce his turn meter as well. Anti-Venom does his thing. Same with Sabretooth. Like, look at these guys. These guys crit like crazy. You can kind of see why it's pretty scary. If your health is even less than half going into this node, you'll get a couple of nukes, and yeah, you'll lose a couple of solid characters just right off the bat there. So we are gonna use the special there. I don't know if that's the smartest thing. I feel like it's always good to use it when you can, so I like to do that. We have Captain Sam here. We'll do his ultimate, or his special, sorry. And I think that actually, I'm not sure. I think that's what kills him actually, because he's taunted. But we'll see here. Carnage is gonna drop, and what I should have did actually, I should have stunned Carnage, because what ends up happening is he gets a couple guys that are low on health, and then he's unstoppable. So yeah, I should have probably killed Carnage here, or sorry, not kill, but stun Carnage. But problem is you also have Ghost Rider, who's an issue, because if you take out some characters with Ghost Rider not stunned, oh my goodness, it is scary how hard he hits. Like, he'll one-shot your characters like easy. So that's why I stun him in the first place. And as you guys can see here, Captain Sam takes 2 hits, and look at that, his health 3 hits, and look at that, 3 hits and his health is that low. Like, it's ridiculous. If I got to Maria in time and I was able to use her heal, he might have survived. But unfortunately, the stars were not aligned for us here in this one. Sometimes I end up doing well, sometimes I don't. But yeah, Sam really got beat there. So and then of course now we get the heal here. He'll blow things up. Luckily for us, Ghost Rider is still stunned, because I feel like if he's not stunned, he's gonna take out your characters one by one, and it's just absolute bonkers. And I forget who else dies here. I think Maria is the one that gets killed here. I forget who exactly, but we do use up some health refreshes to try out the boss node. But yeah, the boss node's iffy as well, because there's Madame Pryor, and her yeah, she hits so hard she can one-shot anybody. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't matter if it's Captain Sam, she'll one-shot him. Like, it's crazy how strong they hit in these nodes. But as you guys see here, we do get these nodes done fairly easy, I feel like, especially because we haven't pumped them past level 85. So I will definitely be doing that once I actually start finishing up my other leveling. I'm currently working on some Bionic Avengers right now, and you know, now with the recent Pocket Dimension as well, it's just like, wow, it's just like non-stop. The leveling never stops. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I have no time for these guys because we're so busy leveling up the other billion characters that we have in our roster. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And then that's of course assuming you haven't already leveled your arena teams past level 85, since you want to stay competitive as well. But that's it, guys. That's Node 2 in a nutshell. So we actually do end up using some heals. And we go into, and I'll show you guys here, we end up using some heals, and I'll show you exactly why this boss node is so deadly. Like, it's crazy how strong Madame Pryor hits, and I'll just show you guys here, because we do end up canceling out, but just showing you guys here so you can see, like, it's absolutely crazy how hard she hits. So we get Doom, of course. It's Doom Raid. Can't have Doom without the Doom Raids. We do our special, we do our thing, we do Shang-Chi's ultimate. Like, everybody has their ultimates. Like, this I think was probably a pretty perfect starting hand, and we still end up getting our butts kicked. Like, look at this. Like, we use the special, we use the ultimates. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. Like, so now we can ability block Doom, and it looks like we're doing pretty good. Like, this is a pretty solid starting hand. Then Madame Pryor does her thing. Look at that. You guys see that? Boom. Boom. It doesn't matter. She just one shots poor Sharon. Like it's nothing. So this is the problem with these characters. They hit so hard, and then of course the next wave drops, and I've got a million troopers, and Carnage is gonna just shred us apart. Look at that. She does her thing again. It just takes out another character. Like, look, absolutely crazy. So that's the reason why I feel like, yeah, it's gonna be tough to one-shot these nodes. But we do go back in here. I think this is after 2 attempts, because Madame Pryor actually she targeted Shield Trooper with one of her abilities, so that was kind of nice there. Just making sure we're recording here, sorry. But yeah, so It's yeah, it was pretty gnarly, I must say. But as you guys will see here, we do end up with a bit of luck, and I do end up actually not doing too bad. But unfortunately, like I said, we get a very decent starting hand with special. We get the ultimate going from Shang-Chi. He does his thing. Fairly impressive stuff. Fairly impressive stuff. This is probably the best hand you can go in. Like, you can go in here if somebody else already cleaned up the first two nodes, and you can go into this boss node with everybody's ultimates loaded, and it's absolute crazy. Like, we do the ability block, and then Madame Pryor does her thing, kills off Trooper, and then of course I'm pissed off at her, so I'm targeting her. I'm not gonna let her slide now. Try to get some turn reduction meter on her if the shield troopers crit on time and if the luck is on our side. But unfortunately, this is one that I think for sure we'll definitely have to level up some of these characters. Of course, they cloned Castro as well. I mean, I was kind of laughing at myself when that happened. I was like, my goodness. You couldn't have cloned a trooper. Like, look at all these characters, and you could have cloned a shield trooper instead. But absolute crazy. So my job here is, because I usually try to get onto these skill nodes before my other teammates do, my job here is to kill Doom. I've done that. So as long as I killed him, it's good enough for me. And then of course everybody else is just extras, but it would be nice if we can get some more characters down. But yeah, these guys are tough. There's some tough characters on these nodes, and I'll have to do a little bit more leveling, I think, on my end. But I think the first couple nodes are pretty easy, and then of course you're going to need a collaborative teamwork effort on the boss node. So hopefully that's helped you guys out. That's all we got for this one. As you guys see here, Madame Pryor is just an absolute monster. She's just, yeah, I wish mine was that strong. Unfortunately, she's not. So anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this has helped you guys out. Hopefully if you guys haven't started 3.4, great. Start leveling some of these skill characters up. I feel like we still have a very strong skill team. It's a very good team to use, and definitely one I think is going to be able to do these nodes. Unfortunately, you just got to get them leveled up, and probably even see if we can tier some of these guys up to higher if they can. But otherwise, guys, that's all we got. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys next.